Well, how to do? Thought I'd tune into the YTPC group. Wish everybody happy Monday. It's Monday. It's one of them days. It's been crazy, but we're wrapping it up today. And I did get a few things in. I've been very excited to try this. And I already know I like it. I've had this. This is good. I was going to do this tonight. And this is fresh. It's from 2025. And don't get me wrong, it's good. This is better. I did get this. This is it's Visions of Cephalus, not syphilis. That's an old relationship I have. A little bit of visions of it. But you go around the block a time or two, you're going to run into a few things. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not going to try this anytime soon. It was 10 in October. Well, no. Oh, January of 26. It's an aromatic, so it's really not going to hurt if I did. Well, what came in was two of these. That is what I am talking about. I have been wanting to try this for I don't know how long. Just letting you know what kind of a noob I am. I didn't know Cop produces this. I know. A little disappointed in myself. Just in case you are wondering, if you've never gotten a tin like this, it's a 100-gram tin. And it does not come sealed. This tin, it's a tin. It's a kind of tin you get them sugar cookies in at Christmas time without the seal inside. Does come in a bag like that. So open it up, jar it, do what you got to do to preserve your tobacco. That's essentially what it shows up. It shows up in a big long ribbon. Let's see if you can get in there and get that. And it is Red Virginia and Dark Fire, Kentucky. Yes. It is the reason for the season. I wanted that just because of the Dark Fire, Kentucky. Red Virginia, just a little icing on the cake. I like me some Red Virginias. And they didn't spare any when it came to this. I'm just going to rip off a slice of this, and at this point, I don't care how big, because I'm going to be smoking this the rest of the night. And it comes pretty handy. Goes in a jar pretty straight up. Nothing crazy. 100 gram, that fills that tin up and leaves plenty to spare. I'm getting the crumbs. I'm going to put all the crumbs in there. I haven't done that with many tobaccos. Usually I just give it a sweep and say a prayer. Either way, that's going to go in there. It seals up nicely. Not too shabby. That's all right. We'll get a label made for that. Off we'll go to the race. I'm going to smoke out of my Roma Lucet, or Lucet Roma, or wherever the words go. I always mess it up, but it's my own Paul. I do like this. This pipe sometimes gurgles, but saving grace, I can get a pipe cleaned down that full bent And I can't do that with my other oompas. Pals. I can't do that with others. I'm just not too tight. This one is open. I can get it down in there, so if it starts talking, I just get a pipe cleaner and shut it up. Yep. I'm not going to fold this. I got to experiment with this. And this ribbon's just a little, it's cool. So there's moisture in there. It's probably going to need 20 minutes to dry. And I ain't waiting. I ain't doing it. Can't make me. Hope everybody had a good Monday. I was all right. Haven't heard about that job. Just tell me I didn't get it and I can move on. Believe it or not, I'm not a closure guy. For all I know, I could still be dating a girl from 2019. We never broke up. We just stopped talking to each other. We were together for 9 months. Saw each other every day. One day we just stopped talking. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's all right. She's a little crazy. You ever date anybody who's crazy? Did you marry anybody? If you did, oh, I want to hear about that. I love stories like that. This chick would just be sitting there, and all what I would have to do is say, sociopath. Just say the word. I'm not calling her that. To be honest, I don't mind sociopath. Psychopath, I don't. You can't trust that. Sociopath, that's predictable. I can predict that. She would go off. She would start fighting and fighting. I just sit there, just giggle. No wonder we just stopped talking. Yeah, yeah, I know where the electric fence is. I'm not going to walk through it, but I'm definitely going to rub up against it every now and then, and we're going to like it or we're not. And clearly, she did not. Yeah, she'd pick a fight with me. She'd pick a movie, watch a movie, naked girl walk out on the screen. She'd get fighting at me. Like I picked the movie. My girlfriend now, she points them out. She goes, titty. Oh man, that's a big thing. That's a thing between her and I. We see some girl with big tits, we'll just go titty with an EH at the end. It's not dirty, it's funny. Hmm. I ain't gonna go running after it. Just ain't gonna do it. Ain't worth my time. No matter how nice it is, the grass is never greener on the other side of the fence. That's fact. What you just gotta know is the person you're with, I don't care who you are, whether it's a guy or a girl or whatever, as long as they ain't gonna kill you while you're sleeping. That's far more important. It's one of the most crucial parts of that. You wake up in the middle of the day or the night, you're in a dead sound sleep and the room's on fire. Does all that other stuff really matter? Really, it doesn't. I know. It's crazy. Let's get to smoking. Here we go. It just tastes good. There's just no other words to put that. I mean, is it Italian lemon cake? No. But there is That's just a good flavor. Everybody's paying big folding money for esoterica. There isn't anything that's like that. Haven't had all of the esotericas. I've had Pillsbury, So Off the Bed, which happens to be my favorite, but it's the end of the day, it's a $13 tin of tobacco. Just because you paid 150 to 200, that's on you. And if you think it's worth that money, who am I to disagree with it? But for me, my pipe would never see it for that price. I had Dorchester. Didn't like it at first. I was like, eh. And about 3 months later, I tried it again, and it's good. It's a good vapor. It's not over the top at all, but it's all right. If I found any of them in retail, I'd buy them. I'd buy them. I'd take them home. I'd stick them in the cellar, and I'd smoke them. But I wouldn't worship them. This Solani 660 Silver Flake, you're in it for just over 40 bucks. Probably under 45. It's a 100-gram tin. God, that's good. Everything is smooth. There's no hard corners on this. Dark Fire's playing nice with the Red Virginias. Red Virginia saying, hey, come on into the house. There's plenty of room. I don't have to take the whole room up. There's room for you. And Dark Fire coming in with some manners. There's no other way to put it. Dark Fire Kentucky can be that rude uncle that shows up for dinner, Thanksgiving. Everybody wanted them there. They invited them, but they're really not happy. He said, yeah, I'll show up. Speaks his mind. My kind of people. I like people like that. This Dark Fire, it came with some manners and some tolerance of having other people on the stage, which is good. It's a Dark Fire blend, but it's not all about it. No off flavors, nothing. There's not even a little bit of bitterness in there like you get sometimes. That Virginia one, you'll be hitting that. Every now and then you'll get an off flavor of it. But then the Virginias kick up and it does its thing. You're getting the lemons and hay and everything out of it. This, you're getting that dark fire, and you're getting them red Virginia, clearly aged red Virginias. Those red Virginias are like, okay, I'm ready. I can only imagine what that would get like after it sits in the jar for a few years. I don't know if it would sit in the jar a few years. I'll probably be smoking this on a regular basis. You just have to budget accordingly. Know that at some point in the year, probably about this time, you're going to want to grab 2 tins of that, maybe three. I'm going to the pipe show. Knock on wood, my vacation's approved. I'm good to go. I'm just waiting to get there, but that new job might be messing that up. And they told me I could have a day off if I get the job, but if not, then it won't matter. But if I do, then I just hope they come through with what they said. If not, then I'll leave work 4 o'clock whenever I get off, and I'll just drive straight to Columbus. I won't care. I'll just miss Friday night, the slow smoke, and the where they open up Friday, let people in. That's where you may not be able to find some stuff on Saturday because people Friday, I'll be one of them, be in there perusing around. Mm-mm-mm. I want to get a good hit of that. Not overwhelming at all. As smooth as the what 656 and the Virginia. I have it around here somewhere. Maybe not. The Virginia, as smooth as those are, this is just as smooth. Like, except it's dark fire. It's the red Virginias and dark fire, and it's just in the right combination. I do like this. This is got to be the first blend I have ever smoked that lived up to the hype. You hear the hype. You hear Cap Sound move mountains. It won't. It's just a good Virginia. Not a great Virginia. Good Virginia. You can brag and say that your favorite writer smoked it, and that's awesome. I, that's all right, but it ain't worth 20% over its retail cost. I don't care how old it is. Just isn't. That Sir John's Flake that I have, that was pretty good. That was easily I'd pay 20% over that, and that's right around where I'm at with certain blends. You get into the aged area, you're looking at maybe 30, the very most 40, and then it's got to be exactly like that has to be out. That's my blend. It's the one I'm smoking. This might become that because I'm going to smoke this. I'll get done with that first 10. Hopefully it won't be before Columbus, which is 2 weeks away, but I'm going to be in that pretty deep. That's probably going to go to the show with me, whatever's left of it. And that might be my favorite blend, but if I decide that I really like this and I go there, I'll be buying minimum a pound of it, maybe two. If anybody has this aged, I want to hear about it. Give me a comment. Say, hey, yeah, I have some of that. That stuff sucks. Okay, I'll listen to that. Or it's all right. Or maybe it doesn't improve. Maybe it's just the way it is, which I'm happy with the way it just is. I mean, if life could only be that consistent, but if it gets older and it gets better, Mm-mm-mm-mm. I've been smoking this and hitting it pretty hard. There is nothing going on in here. You do that with that Mac Baron Virginia, it'll jump up and smack you. Mac Baron's blends will do that. I have that plum pudding navy. It'll let you know. Gotta smoke me right. You don't step correct. Well, I'm gonna make you realize that you have nerve endings in your mouth, and your mouth isn't gonna be happy with that. This, I'm gonna hit it pretty hard right here. Nothing but flavor. I started to feel a little something. I would have kept that on for probably about 2 more hits. My mouth might have been just a little bit stingy, but it warmed up in there. And as I was exhaling, that was just flavor, flavor. That's, I'm in. I am in. Well, guys, I'm going to wish you guys a good night. Thank you for tuning in and sharing this moment with me. And remember, there's a pipe show coming up in October or in August. And if you do make it to Columbus and you see me, you can always jump out and you say, "Hey, uh, how you doing?" And I'll say, "Hey, do you want to try some Silver Flake?" It's going to be with me. I'm going to be bringing that and a couple other things, and they will be open to the table, whoever wishes to sit down and sit with us. I will guarantee you that. And there will be other tobaccos there. That's what happens. Come in, sit down, uh, share a little bit of time with each other, talk about life in general. Probably mostly about tobacco, but that's all right. It's always a good conversation. You guys have a good night. I hope you are smoking good tobacco, and we will catch you another day.